What happens when everyone starts using AI to make products? It's a serious question, and one that a lot of creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs are starting to ask. The rise of tools like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and other automated platforms has made it easier than ever to whip up an ebook, design a sales funnel, or even generate a full video course in less time than it takes to finish a cup of coffee. But when everybody's using the same tools, the same prompts, and the same shortcuts, it brings up a few concerns. Is the quality of what's being created going down? Are we headed toward a market where everything feels repetitive and lifeless? And deeper than that, is AI actually damaging our creativity, or is it opening up new ways to express it? Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation Formula. Here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to be able to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we do product reviews as well as tips on how to make money online. If that sounds interesting to you, how about you smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Okay guys, let's go check it out. Number 1, AI gives everyone a seat at the table. Not long ago, creating a high-quality digital product meant you needed a certain set of skills. You either had to be a decent writer, a competent designer, or someone who could afford to outsource everything. And let's be real, most people couldn't tick all those boxes. Now, with tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek, more people can get involved in product creation than ever before. It doesn't mean everyone's making high-quality stuff, but it does mean that more voices are entering the space. That opens the door for ideas that might have never seen the light of day otherwise. And while that's exciting, it also raises a challenge. With so much content being made, how do you make yours stand out? Number 2, there's a growing risk of generic, recycled content. This is something we have to talk about. When thousands of people use the same AI tools to create digital products, we start to see a trend. The content begins to blend together. You see similar phrasing, predictable structures, and in some cases nearly identical outlines. That doesn't mean AI is doing a bad job. It just means that if creators aren't intentional about how they use it, they run the risk of making products that feel lifeless. The ease of access is a gift, but if you rely too much on automation, your product ends up sounding like everyone else's. Number 3, AI is speeding things up, but that can be both good and bad. It's true that AI has made the process of product creation faster. You can generate an ebook outline in seconds, write a rough draft in minutes, and format it all using simple drag-and-drop tools. But just because you can go faster doesn't always mean you should. When speed becomes the focus, quality can suffer. You might overlook basic editing, ignore your audience's needs, or skip the parts that make your product truly valuable. It's like cooking a meal in the microwave. It's faster, but that doesn't mean it tastes better. The key is knowing when to slow down and add that personal touch that machines just can't replicate. Number 4, creativity isn't vanishing, it's just shifting. A lot of people assume that AI is replacing creativity, but that's not exactly what's happening. What we're really seeing is a shift. AI takes care of the repetitive parts, generating outlines, creating templates, structuring ideas, and leaves more room for creators to focus on the message, the emotion, and the delivery. It's freeing people up to be more creative in areas they may not have had time for before. You can use AI to spark your ideas, but then take over when it's time to shape the message. That blending of machine-generated structure and human-driven substance is where some of the best content is starting to come from. Number 5, lists of facts won't replace lived experience. There's a big difference between content that's informative and content that's transformative. AI can deliver information, things like bullet points, common tips, and basic overviews. But it can't tell your story. It can't share your failures, your breakthroughs, or the hard-earned lessons you picked up along the way. Those are the things that give your product weight, and those are the things that resonate with people. So even if AI helps you structure your product, it's still up to you to fill it with meaning that only you can provide. Number 6, you still need to know how to use the tools properly. Just because someone uses ChatGPT doesn't mean they're instantly going to create something great. Knowing how to prompt the tool, how to guide its output, and how to improve what it gives you, that's a skill. Some people feed in one sentence and copy whatever comes out. Others take the time to refine their prompts, build on the ideas, and merge what AI gives them with their own creativity. The second group almost always ends up with better content. So you see, the results aren't just about what tool you use, they're about how well you understand the process behind the tool. Number 7, personal stories can't be generated. One of the biggest ways to make your product stand out is by including your own journey. And AI can't do that for you. Sure, it can help organize your ideas or even suggest where a story might go, but it can't tell your story. I remember when I first discovered AI a few years back, I thought, wow, AI writes way better than I can. This is going to change my life forever. And in a way it did, but I quickly learned the hard way that AI can sound incredibly repetitive and even use long-winded prose. This might sound pretty at first, but after watching your 10th video with long-winded prose, it begins to grate on your nerves after a while, and it all begins to sound the same. Makes it sound extremely monotonous. This is why adding your own story is so important, because it's something only you can add. And funny enough, it's those personal moments, like the times you struggled to figure something out, the moment something finally clicked, or the lessons that changed how you do things. That is what usually create the strongest connection with your audience. So when you're using AI to build your product, and you take a moment to pause and say, this is what happened when I tried this myself, you're adding a layer that can't be copied. Number 8, not everything should be automated. There's a temptation to automate every single part of the process, things like the writing, the voiceover, the graphics, and even the publishing. And while it's impressive that we have the technology to do that, it's not always the smartest approach. Sometimes automation strips out the nuance, the personality, or the unique angle that would have made your product more impactful. You can use AI to speed things up, but it's important to keep control of the creative direction. Otherwise, you're just letting the software do the thinking for you, and that's where the soul of your content can start to fade. Number 9, AI is great at filling gaps, not leading the way. A good way to think about AI is as a creative assistant or a tool, and not a replacement for your voice. Now, if you're stuck on how to start an introduction, AI can give you a few ideas. If you need help organizing messy notes, it can help clean them up. But if you're leaning on it to make every creative decision for you, the product ends up feeling mechanical. That's because it didn't come from you. It came from a set of calculations trying to guess what sounds good, and your audience can usually tell the difference. Number 10, the future will reward originality even in an AI-powered world. As more creators start using AI, the baseline for what's considered good enough is going to rise. People won't be impressed by basic templates or regurgitated tips because they've already seen them 100 times before. So, what they'll be drawn to are products that feel thoughtful, original, and real. That means the future will belong to people who know how to use AI to assist their creativity, not replace it. You know, the ones who take the tools and use them to push their ideas further, instead of letting the tools do all the talking. That's where the value will be, and that's where long-term success will come from. If you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not share, and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think AI is really doing to creativity. Do you think it's helping us become more creative, or is it taking something away? Just so you know, on the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a video that I believe you might like. Below that is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And if you look on the right side of the screen, you'll see an image of my head. Now, if you click on that, you'll be able to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.